Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the angel of Tubiel. Now I think when people think of angels, they kind of consider these winged beings that fly around and maybe appear at the end of your bed and tell you where you lost your car keys or something more profound. But to me, I don't actually find that the angels are necessarily these metaphysical kind of mystical beings. More so, they are a higher vibration of energy. And it's kind of like a color that you've never seen before. So we have our color spectrum from red to violet and everything in between. But try and visualize a color beyond that, a color you've never seen before, and you can't. And for me, this is what the angels are. They are a vibration or they're an entity that we actually haven't had an experience with. But being able to personify them helps to bring them into our reality and helps us to relate to them. The angels aren't necessarily these kind of conscious beings, but they are the consciousness and the energy that is found in everything around us. And in fact, everything has a consciousness and an awareness. From these rocks to the mountains behind me to everything. And what we can do is there are different angels that govern and regulate these different things. And so when we want to connect with the strength of the rock or the majesty of the hills and the mountains or the beauty of nature or the magic of sunshine, we can do that through connecting with a particular angel. So in this video, we're going to explore Tubiel, who really much helps to capture one of these essences. So let's dive in and explore this angel of Tubiel. So you're probably wondering, what on earth is Tubiel all about? Well, I want you to think of those warm summer days as spring starts to give way to summer and the sun washes over the earth. We have fertility, we have that expansiveness, we feel sociable. That is what Tubiel is all about. Tubiel is known as the angel of summer and it helps us to bring that joyous, expansive type of energy into our lives. He's also, funnily enough, the angel of birds and teaches humanity the important role that birds play not only in our ecosystems but also as spiritual guides and messengers as well. In fact, Tubiel has long been called upon to also help return small birds back to their owners if maybe they escape from their cage or get lost in that way. So whether you want to feel the warmth and the excitement of the sun and that summer, or whether you want to feel the freedom and the joy and the beauty of the birds, Tubiel holds that vibration and brings it into our life. So when and how would we work with Angel Tubiel? Well, of course we have the seasons of the year, and of course Tubiel is definitely, his energy can be felt around summer, but we also have this metaphoric winters and summers in our life as well. Any challenging time is often like a winter, and you could be in the middle of summer having a really challenging time. Maybe you're faced with sickness, maybe you've lost your job and you're struggling financially, maybe your relationships are breaking down around you. This is where Tubiel helps us to come in, to bring that sunshiny, that joyous kind of optimistic energy wherever you may be, no matter what the weather is outside, rain, shine or hail. It doesn't absolutely matter. You see, the interesting thing that Tubiel teaches us is that in order for us to attract what we want into our life, we must be a vibrational match. So if you want to be in a happy relationship, start being happy. If you want to be financially well off and responsible, start being really good with the money that you do have. Rather than saying, oh, when I get my relationship, I'll be happy, or when I get the money, I'll be happy. Tubiel says, It works the other way around. Lift your vibration and be grateful for what you have in your life now, and then he will help to bring it to you more and more and kind of grow that as well. Now, you know Tubiel is around or giving you a message when first maybe you hear the bird song, especially small birds. So that is the cue of like, bring that lightness. You know, we often hear when we hear birds singing, it's like they've got joy in their hearts. And Tubiel reminds us to do the same, bring joy into our heart. And when you hear that bird song, it's a reminder to do that. Lift your elevation, be grateful for what you've got, and I'll move you out of your winter and into your summer. The other thing that sometimes Tubiel will use, especially if you happen to be in Australia, is kangaroos. You know, with kangaroos, one thing that's interesting about kangaroos and why they're on the Australian coat of arms is they can't actually hop backwards. They can't move backwards. And Tubiel reminds us, as the kangaroo does, that the only way right now is forward. So if kangaroos are around or you hear the sweet song of birds, then Tubiel's trying to guide you out of a winter into a summer. A really great way to connect with any of the angels is find some crystals that really resonate with that angel's energy. Now, one really easy crystal to get your hands on is turquoise. And turquoise is great for connecting with this uplifting energy and with this kind of essence of birds, especially as well. So turquoise is high in copper, and copper helps to get love flowing through our lives and helps to bring more warmth into our lives. And turquoise has been used for thousands of years around the world as a symbol to connect us to the Creator, to bring more love, to bring more health, wealth, and luck into our lives. And this is a really great one at helping you to connect with that warmth and to connect with birds. Birds have this ability to obviously fly and to move around, and turquoise brings that flow and that movement into our life as well. Now, if you're really interested in working with Tubiel and you feel a real connection, maybe you keep small birds or you breed small birds or, associated with the well-being of them in the wild. Well, this is where you want to grab this crystal. It's a bit of a rarer one. You may have heard of Seraphinite. Now, Seraphinite is a Russian crystal that's normally green with white wings. This is golden Seraphinite. It's quite rare and hard to find, but you can see it's black and it almost has this feather patterns in it of gold. This is a very protective, and it really helps you when you are in a tough time to lift you out of the darkness, to kind of give you wings to fly out of the darkness. And that's exactly what Tubiel does. So when you feel that you need to lift, to be reconnected to the divine, the Creator, and to get a bit more good health, good wealth, luck, and all those different things, reach for either turquoise or your golden Seraphinite. Keep them by you and ask Tubiel, just by talking to him, Tubiel, please guide me out of this tough time. Bring me to my summer. As well as crystals, another great way to connect with each of the angels is different essential oils. And I've got a blend with Tubiel that consists of 3 different oils. Now, the first oil is ginger. Now, for me, ginger is one of the most empowering essential oils that is available from the entire plant kingdom. It's really quite warming and brings that strength and that vivacity that we need to get out there and do what we need to do, to shift us from inactivity into motion. And you can see how that would really resonate beautifully with that summertime energy of Tubiel. Now, with that, I also like to bring in Laurel. Now, Laurel is associated to Apollo. Now, Apollo is the god of the sun, and again, we have that warmth kind of energy, and you also get this energy of victory from Laurel as well. So it's about having that energy, having that vitality, having that victorious kind of energy around you as well. And then bring in a bit of lemon. Now, for me, lemon is the closest oil that resonates with the sun in the way that it is detoxifying but warming and cleansing and uplifting, just like the sun does as well. Gets rid of all darkness out of our lives and uplifts us at the same time. So blending ginger, laurel and lemon together, and you can use them all at once, pop them all in a diffuser, anoint yourself in them, in a rollerball, anything like that, and that will really help to bring this vibrant summertime energy that you want when you're calling on Tubiel. We all have challenges in our life. We all have winters where it may just be a day or an hour, or it may be a bit of a long period and you really want to step out of it. As we step into the 3rd year where we've been impacted by the pandemic, our winters have really dragged on. And I think Tubiel is an amazing angel to lean into to help lift us up, to bring us some optimism, some joy, and some hope for the future. We attract the life that we vibrate within us. And if we're staying in that winter, then we're going to keep on getting that coldness and that loneliness that we don't really want. If you have higher hopes for greater things in your life coming forward, align with Tubiel. Allow him to lift your vibration. And as you do that, see what comes into your life. I'd love to hear about any experiences you have already had with Tubiel, or maybe you'll come back to this video after a couple of weeks of watching it and let me know how you went. Remember, with all of the angels, treat them like friends. Just talk out loud or in your head. They'll pick up the vibration and they'll support you in whatever you're doing. The angels won't do it for you, but they've definitely got your back and will help you along the way. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.